Tonight I made healthier chicken Caesar wraps with a homemade Greek yogurt based dressing. That's incredible. I will be baking my chicken for this. I would personally prefer grilled chicken, but that's not an option right now. So we will just settle with baked. I always season it with olive oil, salt and pepper, some garlic powder, and for this I'm doing a little Italian seasoning. The oven is still preheating, so I'm gonna work on my sweet potato fries. I feel like you can't have a wrap without sweet potato fries, at least in my kitchen. I drizzle them with a little olive oil, give them a toss, season with salt and pepper, a little garlic powder, and some paprika. Another toss. And then I spread them out so none of them are touching. The oven is done preheating. Now we can make our dressing. You will need some type of blender. That works best for this. Like I said, it is a Greek yogurt dressing, so I'm using a Greek yogurt base. This makes it extra creamy, but a little higher in protein and a little lower in calories. Adding some grated Parmesan cheese. You could also always use shredded if you needed to. Then what really gives it that Caesar taste are these capers. This is what they look like, and I find them right at Wegmans. We're doing some fresh lemon juice. I would definitely opt for the fresh. Obviously, we need to add some garlic because I love a garlicky Caesar. Adding some salt and pepper. I go pretty heavy on the pepper. And then you'll likely need to add a little bit of water. I always start small. You can always add more, but you can't add less. Let's see. Yeah, like this is plenty thin for me. You can use any greens you like. I'm using some kale. And if you ever buy kale like this, I like to rip the edges off the bottom and then you can slide it right off. Rip the edges here and then it just slides right off. Chopping it into small pieces. Give it a little massage to soften it up and then definitely washing this one. To make the perfect sweet potato fries, we do need to flip them halfway through cooking. That way they cook evenly and these can go right back in the oven. The best kind of wrap has everything incorporated in it together. So we'll first be putting together our salad. I love my Caesar with some sun-dried tomatoes. These are completely optional, but I highly recommend. Adding a little shredded parm. I cubed up my chicken because I really want to try to get a little bit in every bite. Then we can add our dressing. Toss that all together. Then I know some people put croutons in theirs, but I don't like the idea of a huge crouton, so I just toasted some breadcrumbs. And that will satisfy my crouton flavor. Now we can assemble. As I've said before, many years of working at McDonald's and making snack wraps has prepared me for this moment. To close the wrap, you're going to tuck the sides and then roll. And then I always toast my wraps and I do that with the seam side down first. Okay, these are perfectly toasted. Scratch test. That's what we want to hear. Oh, that is a beautiful chicken Caesar wrap. I can tell these sweet potato fries are perfect. Now, if you're feeling really crazy, you can take some of that dressing and load it on. That's incredible.